Hello and welcome to the Indie Bandits Twitch channel and later YouTube channel when I upload this to it. Today I'm just going to have a quick go of Creature in the Well. This is a game I've played before, but I am going to do this a bit like a first impressions, even though I already got my first impressions, but I didn't stream them. So with that in mind, I'm going to start the game from scratch. That way you won't have any later game spoilers, if you wish, and probably give it about half an hour ago, and tell you what I think. So I'll start a new game. When I originally played this, I actually struggled with this. I didn't realise this was the menu to choose a new game. So that's how you do it. If you do get stuck right at the very start, like I did when I first played, you have to walk over these little flag things and click new game. So here we are, right at the very start in the sandstorm. Got our wee robot fella here, pottering around. I can take this pipe, have a look at it, looking pretty snappy with the pipe now. It's very clear where the game's sort of trying to force me to go, I think. It's hard to tell in some cases which way you're meant to go. I think that's sort of what they're going for with this sandstorm. But yeah, got these little wooden poles in the ground, sort of creating a makeshift path in the desert. So this is the obvious thing to do. Follow these along here. They've been placed a little haphazardly. Left or right could go left. Left-handed, so I'll always prefer left over right. Sorry, I'm one of them weirdos. Here we go. Pottering up over here. Look at this. Oh, signs of life. Wonderful. Someone got a little keen with the old bits of wood, didn't they? Up here. So let's potter in here, see what the crack on is. So we're in some type of cave. Oh. And here is the namesake creature in the well. We'll see what his crack on is. He's chilling. He's thinking that we maybe shouldn't venture forward, but you know what it's like in games. You will purposely ignore that. So we'll carry on, ignoring the creature's advice, and potter on into here. Some beautiful aesthetics. There we go. Oh, strike the ball, strike myself. The instructions are for your traditional Xbox controller, A, B, X, Y. Sadly, I prefer a PlayStation controller, so that's what I am using. It's fine. You just need to remember what each of these buttons are. But other than that, it's fine. Do not have enough power, so we'll potter off. More stuff here. So as you can see, Creature in the Well is sort of sort of a hack and slash in a way, but with lots of pinball mechanics. So you basically twat these balls all over the shop, twat these orbs. You've got these numbers coming up. Numbers are the energy I've got. You can see that in the top left of my screen here. Whoa. And you basically build up power and potter over to doors, put the power in the doors, and then off you go. Keep going. I'm having some bit slow down. Oh, look at this over here. Charge sword. Take. Done. So hold X, then press Y. Strike. Or hold square, and then press triangle. So by doing this, you charge up your orbs. They're just charging them like mad, and then boom. That's a swanky crack on that's going here. And there we go. Unlock that stuff. And there you go. Add the power. Just enough. Beautiful. Overkill there, really. But you get the idea. Same on this side. Skadoosh. Oh. Try to get me wee robot fell out. Oh, and those one I forgot about that, yeah. So red ones do damage to you. So this is where the sort of fail state comes in. You can sustain damage. Getting carried away with the old twatting these orbs there. There we go. So you open this. Crack on. You get the idea. Charge it up, fire it off. Now I've got time. As you can see, these wee timers. I don't want to do it there because you might miss. But you can see this wee timer. I've got a limited amount of time to trigger these other ones. And this is another part of the challenge. So here's a secret path revealed. Very nice. Didn't realise that's what I was doing. But here we go. Off them. Off the other one. Releases some more. Oh, they do damage to you as well. We'll add power in this secret room. Off we go. Straight through here. Well, hello, look what we got here. Ping them in there. Get a bit of anyone who played Breakout back in the day will know what this crackland's about. You want to get the orbs behind the other stuff. And then get on it. I mean, this one is just for fun. I don't really need to do out with these. So, yeah, we'll leave that as is. Get back on it. And this one who just wanted to be a little bit different. Get him as well. Got my power. Charge it up. And off we go. So, here we are at the mandatory early game tutorial section. And you see I can hold A or X to dash and sprint. Didn't quite dash fast enough there. But you know what? You live and you learn. Or in some cases I might not have lived. But you get the idea. Look at this. How amazing does this game look, by the way? It's I love the stark colours and the sort of action comic look to it there. I did get a little bit of a shock there. I am a huge wuss, so this is as scary as games can get for me. So here we are. Down I go. And what have we here? Big ol' machine door. Get the idea. Let's go a little quicker. Let's get me dash on the go. What's he about? So we've got the reserve power monolith. Failsafe power reserves in the event of a bot-C program failure. This facility prevents system-wide data loss. Ready for activation. Activated. There you go. Great crack. There we go. He's activated. Let's get him over there. Skadoosh. You'll find most of the game is hitting these things and firing them off in a given direction. That's as complicated as it gets, but you'll find there's a bit of depth you can get from that. So we'll potter off into here, into the power reserves, the first of our are worlds in this game. The game is sort of divided into sections of this this well, and this is the first of them. So follow him around. You get that there, and there you go. I mean, you can see what the crack on is. Put her on through here. Great colour scheme as well. I love these. I love the colours in this game. Oh, being twatted by those straight off the bat. So you want to get them and hit them back. You see now, now that they've been hit, they fire orbs that I don't believe damage me. No, if you can see my health in the top left, these orbs are not a worry for me. This is as you can see by the indications on the floor here, I am to fire some orbs in this direction. So you can see whilst I'm charging the stuff up, I've got a wee arrow. Point the arrow where I want it to go, fire it. So that's them triggered in the way they want to be. Try and get this one as well. Nah, just a bit off there. Try it again. There we go. And now, got some more stuff that pops up, and some of these red floor tiles that love to cause some bother. Oh, forgot about the last one. There we go. Right. And as you can see, this is just for fun. Some nice effects there that you can just get. Watch all this stuff sparking, going mental. And that's the level done. Oh, that looked a bit like a floor, didn't it? But it's not. So I need 20,000. I got 29,000. Off you go. There you go. So that's the door opened. Off into the next bit. You know the drill. Charge and shoot. Want to do this on an angle so it bounces off both of them, and maybe avoid that. Old breakout rules. Try and get them behind. Get them stuck in there. Get these orbs behind the crack on. Fire them off there. Yada yada yada. You get the idea. One of my criticisms when reviewing this game for the website was that it can get repetitive. I mean, mainly I'm pressing X or cross, square, and triangle on the controller. But you know what? It's whilst you're playing it, it is fun. Don't get me wrong in that respect. But this is definitely not a game that I am going to sit and play for 4 hours in one sitting. Still trying it. Let's see. So you can see in this one, I've got to sort of set the wheels in motion there and hope that they go in the direction I want them to. I'll get some spares charged up, just in case, like an idiot. Oh, I stood in the way, didn't I? Just trying to be clever. So what I want is to get the orbs in motion, and I just kind of want to stay out of the way of things here. Let this run its die. Yeah. So you need the perfect shot, but I might need to step in if this like Rube Goldberg machine type level doesn't work. So it's about the aim. So I'm trying to line this up so I get the perfect shot so that they all come off at like what seems to be a 45-degree angle. Yeah, I need to get these balls out of the way. Get these orbs out of the way because they're getting in my way. So off they go. This one's looking alright. Ah, nah. Try again. Off they go. Nah. Should really charge some extra ones up to watch them go, but I don't want to jump in to the level as this is going on, because this is kind of cool. I like this. Come on, this is what we want. We wanted it to go like that. There we go. So you want them all to. It's far more rewarding if you let it like run its course. I could jump in and charge up some extra orbs, you know, but it's more fun to watch it play out. Is probably what the devs intended. Add some power over here. Pot around here. But was not looking at him. Oh, should probably hit him first so he stops firing the nasty orbs at me. The red orbs that cause damage. Oh, missed this fella down here. There we go. And now we get our rewarding little. This is just a freebie at the end. This thing that just gives you some power. It pulls the orbs in as well so that they they constantly ping off it until it's giving you all the power it's going to. I think they give you power at a set rate as well. Haha, not that time, mate. Oh, went the wrong way with that one, didn't I? You can see the order I'm supposed to hit these in as well. I'm supposed to try and get it off that white panel at the back through all these wee things. Ah, now that's very rewarding. This is the most fun part of this game, when you manage to bring it all together. Software power. Was that anything there? Did I have more ways to go? Nah. Alright, we'll leave him. Off our potter, off our saunter. Little robot runaway. Haha, it's like, off he goes. We'll go the other way. Meh. You find you want to really go off the beaten path. Oh, he's trying as well. This is almost identical to the previous one. You get the crack on. I'm going to just hit them all in order. Get that cool thing. That went much better than the previous one. But I still haven't actually hit the cannon, so that can still hurt me. Oh, I got hit there. So there you go. These kind of side levels are there to basically just for you to build up power if you don't happen to have enough power to get through the gates. I did, but I like to do it, and this game is seemingly quite fun for completionists. So I can always, if you are the kind of person who likes going the extra mile when you play your games, this has a lot of little side levels and odds and sods you can go around collecting and building up power and so on and so forth. Getting a lot of jankiness when I load into new levels. Oh. These are on timers as well, so I've got to try and hit these down before the little timer runs out. So I'm going to try and charge these up as quickly as possible. Also, not to stand on the red parts, because the red parts are the bits that knack you. Ho, these guys aren't messing around, are they? Oh, want to stay out the way, and there you go. A lot of square and triangle action going on here. You'll find that's mainly it's either you have levels where they rely on your aim, like these ones that I was just playing before. Ooh, the fan blade. So you have these levels that these tables, I called them when we were discussing this on my podcast. You have these tables that have either they have your aim to work with, so you've got to hit all the challenges and obstacles in a given direction, and then you let the orbs do their thing, or you have these ones where you've got to hit the things in a certain order whilst timed. And in that case, you're a lot more active as a player. And yeah, so when you do some of these, they unlock secret areas like we saw before. And I released the fan blade, which allows its wielder to recharge energy from the ball when the ball has received power from an external source. So basically, that means if someone hits you, or if something or some creature hits you with one of these charged orbs, the red ones, you can actually fire. You can swing your fan blade at it, and that will result in some of that energy being given back to you. And if you can see in the top left of the screen, there's a grey and black bar which indicates my health. And yeah, that'll charge back up whilst using the fan blade. So there's this. So even though it's mainly pinball and slashing stuff, there are some not quite RPG elements, but you do have equipment to choose from. It's quite nice. Mix up your style of play. Look at this guy. Oh, as you can see this here, he's got to try and get him to hit this. I mean, I guess I could as well. Really, I want to be standing here, don't I? Try and almost. I'll do it in the ballsy way, because I could turn this into a little... He is firing his red orbs at me. There we go. Now I'll turn that off, because he's being a bit of a bumhole about it. Right, another secret path revealed. Off I go to the secret path. And here's an object. We have the reserves banner, so I'll take that. This is the little world building in the bottom left there. The colours worn by the Bot C workers. Oh, that's gone. Let's find out what it said. The colours worn by the Bot C workers who kept the team running. The bookkeepers of the resources and the coin counters. So I am wearing the bureaucrat cape by the looks of things. So there we go. Oh, old core. There we go. Remains of an old bot core. Might be usable to repair or upgrade a working core. These are some of the things you can also make use of later, a bit later on. But since we're still in the first world, we'll crack on. Open that door. Off we go. And here we have a big pool of silver goop. You'll see in the top left that this silver goop refills my health. So bots use silver goop for health. There you go. Off we go. Here's the creature. Me working hard. It's making him angry. Let's hear what he has to say. Unlocking locks and bringing the machine online. I don't know why he's so bothered. But I'm testing his patience, and he has slain many of my kind before, so off he saunters. He just felt obliged to tell me that. We have this, add power to it. Oh, what we got? I actually know what this does. I think it's like a checkpoint. So if you do fail, you can restart the world from here rather than the previous levels, stages. So here we go. So these are your kind of like boss fights, and you have the creature to fight against, and it gets a little bit bullet hell. He launches these things at you. Which, it's level 1, so it's the first world. This isn't going to be a massive challenge. Might be famous last words. You can see there's some behind. There we go. That's that phase sorted. We basically just got to like deactivate all these things on the side in the order that they want us to. But you've got to sort of multitask whilst avoiding these gadgets on the side. The creature's projectiles, he fires those at you. I just assumed the creature's gender. It's projectiles, and there we go. We deactivated all that. Quite simple. The creature withdraws, and off I saunter. And deactivate that, and we get some of these nice little free energy things, which are just kind of fun to let you charge up. There's a couple thousand out of each of them, total of 5,000 power. That's already open, and here we find ourselves in this big room here. So this is a log entry 180 from Philip Frog, the project lead. I'm working late into the night every day now. There are more people arriving in town every day, fleeing the giant wall of sand. I must finish the work soon. Thank you, Philip Frog, for helping us build the world with that. Here's log entry 427, unknown. The work to complete the machine seems to be progressing as planned, but there are noises coming out of the darkness in the mountain. I can't tell if it is the engineers at work or something else. Well, we the player, know that it is something else. It's the creature. And here we have the power reserves. This giant depleted battery looks over 1,000 years old. Large cables lead away from it and reach out into all the corners of the mountain's darkness. A connection for recharging the backups on the front of the machine looks worn but functional. Right button to reconnect the plug, and away we go. The monolith power restored. Saunter over to this machine, inspect it. This is a scribble is taped to the console. Reminder, increase power reserves capacity to reduce the chance of total power failure. We must ensure that one of the Bot C engineers would be able to manually restore power to the entire machine by going room to room. Which is literally what we just did as the player. So as a Bot C engineer machine, we were able to go room to room and restore the power to said machine. Off we saunter. That opens. Off we go here. And we have a wee lift. Up it takes us. And we have this person here. Oh, he clearly does not like to be interrupted whilst mopping. So here's Roger T. Frog. I wonder if the T stands for the. He says, I'll be damned. You're an engineer from the Bot C program. Never seen a living engineer before. I heard they all disappeared a long time ago. My grandfather told me that the machine can't work without them, so it's been dormant ever since. Almost dormant, I think you'll find Roger T. Frog. Oh boy, it's happening. You got one of those rock things turned on. That I did, Rog. If I remember right, the mechanical pillars on the platform up there each represent a different part of my family's machine. Sorry, I guess it's kind of your machine too. Nobody remembers its real name. I call it the weather tether. I'm kind of embarrassed I told you that. Ages ago, the people of Mirage asked my family to build this machine. They said a sandstorm was coming, bigger than any they had seen before. Well, we can vouch for the sandstorm because I think we walked through it earlier. The weather tether was going to stop it before it arrived. We also know that that's not true. They built you and hundreds like you to provide power and keep things running. But something went wrong and they never got it working. The storm came and now the whole world is nothing but sand and wind. Sometimes I wonder if there ever was anything at all beyond the sand. You're the first person I've told that story to. I don't like thinking about it. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. I don't like thinking about it. Right, we'll stop asking him questions now. We get the idea. This is built. Here's our healing goop. And here we are at where we were earlier. So we have the core system monoliths, security and data archival systems to present anomalous access or modification of core functionality and system logs. Ready for activation. And we activate. There we go. And up they go. Up the stones go. And this is sort of our hub world now. So you can get these, hit them, choose where you want to go. If I don't fancy going there, I can activate this one, open it up. You get the idea. So yeah, that's the beginning of Creature in the Well for you. I'll leave it there. I'll not do any more worlds because don't like to give away spoilers. And this is not a very long game, to be fair. It's I doubt it would take you 10 hours in total to complete. So I think showing you half an hour of it is probably enough. You get the idea. It's sort of pinball, exploring dungeons, and yeah, that's it. If you would like to know more about it, we do have a review on our website on indiebandits.com, and we also have a podcast episode in which we discussed it. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Check us out on here on Twitch, Indie Bandits. You can find us on Twitter as well at Indie Bandits, Facebook Indie Bandits, the Indie Bandits on Instagram, and our website indiebandits.com. So thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Take care. Ta-ra.